So, as you can see, I have put on my most modest bikini for this particular video. In religion class, we have spent the last 3 weeks learning about why women should dress modest and how showing off our bodies is sinful. I would like to start off by saying that modesty being taught in such a way is very much like pornography and that we are still objectifying women. Measuring a woman or girl's worth based on the amount of clothing she has on is incredibly degrading. A great deal of focus has been placed on Miley Cyrus for dressing and acting shamefully. She has been called a slut, disgusting, worthless, all because she has chosen to express her sexuality and reveal her body. Many of these words have been used in my religion class, which I obviously find very disrespectful towards women. Now, I'm not judging anyone's line of work, but not once was Channing Tatum or Matthew McConaughey under such scrutiny for Magic Mike, where they were wearing very little clothing and playing strippers. I personally don't feel the need to criticize anybody for expressing sexuality and showing their body, but why is it that they weren't under such fire? And why is it that my religion class hasn't spent the last 3 weeks discussing men's modesty? Well, that's just it. They're men. As women, it is shameful when we reveal our body in a sexual manner, but this shame isn't associated with a man's body. They are able to get away with wearing less clothing and having more sex without being called a slut, while us women aren't. Here's a quote from the Bible, Matthew 5-28. But I say to you that everyone who looks at a woman with lustful intent has already committed adultery with her in his heart. Now, first off, humans shockingly are animals, and these feelings of lust are not in any way, shape, or form sinful. They're hormones that are used to get the reproduction ball rolling. Second of all, the Catholic religion and many others are telling us women that if we dress in a way that makes a man lust for us, we are sinning and being selfish. That is absolute crap. I am not responsible for other people's thoughts, and I am definitely not responsible for other people's actions. By teaching us this way of thinking, it is excusing all men from taking responsibility for their actions. Oh, you raped me. Well, it was clearly my fault because of how I was dressed, and not because you weren't taught how to not take advantage of women. Next time, I won't be so selfish, and maybe I won't get raped. Why is it that when men are raped, nobody ever asks them what they were wearing? A woman wearing a burqa can be sexually assaulted just as easily as a woman wearing a bikini can be. The way women dress isn't the problem. It's being taught that our bodies are something to be ashamed of that is. Men are allowed to walk around shirtless while women aren't. Why is this? Because we have extra breast tissue? That clearly makes sense. It is clearly something that we should be ashamed of. If we just taught students to respect other people's bodies and to embrace our own bodies and our sexuality, then we would be eliminating so much of the shame associated with it. This class is honestly a joke, but one that I really don't find funny. I don't appreciate learning how to slut-shame myself and other women and girls. Ultimately, we have similar bodies and we are all sexual beings. There's no shame in embracing that.